So it's not your fault if Kunle is looking for your attention, but then it's Femi the bad guy that you are interested in, even if he doesn't care about you. I remember when my own puberty hit me twice. I feel like most girls still believe that, that is when it is love. When your body is doing jiggy jiggy jiggy, the person should just touch you like this, you go electric shock. Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, my name is Just Lover Grace and I'm a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. I want you to check out my playlist. I've created playlists. I've kind of like divided my videos into like different playlists. There's my vlogs, there's man versus woman where I talk about relationships, dating. There's also story time with OJG. You guys love my story time, so I did a playlist and I put all the videos with that I've shared a story, I put it under that playlist. And I think there's another one. Yes, there's faith and being a Christian. Let's just go check it out, especially if you're new to my channel and whatever interests you, you can just binge watch it and let's have a nice time. Please, I want to beg, should I kneel down? Please. You people should please stop whatever you're doing now and please go and like my video. Like this video, like it and subscribe. I feel like 10% of people who watch my videos only like my videos, and that's poor. What did I do? Please tell me. Let me do better. Did I do something wrong? So please go like my videos. Help this girl, Pico. I've seen that you people enjoy video. I don't think it's only you people. I think it's Nigerians in general. But the topics that revolve around relationship, love, marriage, sex, and today we're going to be talking about boy versus girl and why do we like people that don't like us back? Why do we girls especially like to fall for bad boys, and how our society influenced, what is the standard? That's a lot. That is a lot. So let's get into it. I'm going to use names for my characters. Let's say Kunle likes Chinyere, right? Kunle likes Chinyere, and he really likes her. He genuinely likes her, and Kunle is a good guy. But Chinyere does not like Kunle, or she's not reciprocating whatever Kunle is giving her. The energy is not the same. And then she likes Femi. Yeah, I'm going to use Femi. She likes Femi, and but Femi is like a bad boy and all of that. And it doesn't really send her, he likes like so many other people. But then the person that is giving Chinyere like all the love and all the affection, she cannot see him, she doesn't care about him. And we find that cycle happening again and again in our world, in the dating sphere. And this video is particularly for people who are like, there's some people that are single by choice, but then there are people that are not single by choice, and they want to be in a relationship, but then for some reason they found that it's not just working. This might be one of the problems when people are saying God when, it's not like there isn't someone that is like dying for their attention. It's not like there isn't. Sometimes it's not even just one person. Sometimes there's several people on the waiting list. There's several people in your DMs that you've refused to listen to. You've refused to give that attention because you're just really into somebody that's not really into you, which is very sad most of the time. And I feel like guys would naturally or typically run away from trouble. There are very few guys who would see trouble and then go straight into it and say, this is the kind of person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. But ladies, because of how we've come up over the years, thanks to Ali Queen novels, most of the story in those novels is there's a good girl, there's a bad guy. The good girl and the bad guy, somehow they find themselves in the same neighborhood, and after a couple of years or months or whatever, she's able to influence the bad guy positively, and then they live happily ever after. And then this bad guy is always someone that's very attractive, super attractive. Subconsciously, that's what we girls have been groomed to see as the norm. And then society, social media has done a good job of like painting who that perfect guy is. He has to be tall, dark, 6 packs and all of that. So it's not like there isn't anyone in the DMs. It's not like there isn't anyone that's looking for your attention. It's just that, the person is not your ideal, it's not your standard, maybe it's not as tall as you would like your guy to be, or maybe it's not as, maybe there's just something about him. And then I think we've been conditioned to think that, love is something that your heart has to choose for you. I don't know if I'm saying that the way it is in my head. Like your heart wants what it wants, so it's not your fault if Kunle is looking for your attention, but then it's Femi, the bad guy, that you are interested in, even if it doesn't care about you. You tell yourself that it's your heart, you don't know why you can't seem to get over this guy. But I think that that's kind of a lie. We have been conditioned to think that it is genuine love, or it is love when your body is doing jiggy 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 jiggy. Do you get me? Like when your body is like, when you can't sleep, you can't get yourself, you when you see the person, you lose your breath and all those kind of things. I remember when my own puberty hit me twice. I think I was in just 3. I can't really remember. And it's really interesting that it's at that time that they will be teaching you about puberty in biology, and then that's what is happening, like, in reality. For some reason, I found that I had a crush on the head boy in my school, and by this time it was not even the head boy, but it was very popular because it was incredibly smart. So if for any reason it's coming my way, let's say I'm walking, maybe it's break time or something, I'm walking back to my class, and then he is coming my way, immediately I sight him. I want the ground to open and swallow me, because I'm never myself. I will start sweating profusely. I won't be able to look him in the eyes. I just found my body doing chiki 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 chiki. I feel like most girls still believe that, that is when it is love. When your body is doing chiki chiki chiki, the person should just touch you like this, you go electric shock. And you get those electric shocks, maybe when you see Femi. I think that we've been conditioned to think that, and that is not even true. That sometimes could be like infatuation, it could be lust, or what was happening to me by that time was just, my hormones, getting in the way, and me just being hyperactive when I was around this person. So I think that we women, we need to know some things. I think the first thing that we need to know is that our emotions are not necessarily independent. What I mean by that is, sometimes we think that the heart just wants what it wants, but that's not true. Like, for example, if you're a Christian, you would find that as the more you grow in God, or the more you mature in Christ, you will find that it influences the kind of man that you want. So you're not going to only consider looks, for instance, or personality. You're also considering, what is his nature like? Does he have, is he God's? Is he born again? Is he exhibiting fruits of the Spirit? But then if you were not in that space before, maybe if you were not a believer, you would find that that's not something that you would even be considering. So that's what I mean when I say that your emotions are not just independent. The information, the knowledge, what you have fed yourself over the years has influenced what it is that you like. So if you find yourself drawn to rubbish, you should check yourself, and then you'll probably see that there are things around your life, or things that you were doing, or things that you're still doing, that is making you attracted to rubbish. But by the time you grow and by the time you mature, you'll find that your interest will change. You will no longer be about the superficial stuff. You'll start asking, like, deep questions, and you will really want someone that has content, not just container, not just fine boy and beard. Do you get what I mean? Someone like me, I grew up, I think I was in primary 3, or I don't even remember the class, when I started reading like Ali Quinn novels, all these romance novels, where that scenario that I painted earlier, I was very young. I started reading all these novels, and then it kind of forms an idea, a stronghold in your mind, and you feel like, okay, this is what an ideal man should be, whereas it's not true. And then society helps you to, solidify that stronghold in your mind. And so if Kunle doesn't have 6 packs, if Kunle is not tall, if Kunle does not have the kind of money that society thinks that a man should have, at the age that he is, regardless of the age that he is, then Kunle is not the one. You would rather go and follow Femi that does not send you. And that's the dilemma that most girls find themselves. Maybe you should give yourself time to grow and really look at it and be like, okay, so what is it about Kunle that I don't like? And if you can't find anything, good to hold on to, except maybe like looks and superficial stuff. I'm not saying that looks are not important, but I mean that should not even like be on your priority list or your scale of preference. Especially when you're looking for someone that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Those are things that should be secondary, not primary. That is my belief. You're free to disagree with me in the comment section. You might be so surprised when you give that person a chance, that person that your body is not doing jig for, and then you now realize, oh my gosh, this is love is a decision. Love is not necessarily, in fact, the love that is a decision is stronger than the love that is a feeling, in my opinion, because feelings are fickle. And Kunle, I need to tell you something. The reason why you're like, I don't know why this Chinyere girl isn't like giving me attention. I mean, I'm a good guy. I know that I'm a good guy. I know that I can treat her right. The reason why you probably are not even being considered is because maybe your manner of approach, or maybe the way that you carry yourself. You will find that it is the bad boys. It is the one that are just container, that don't have sense, the one that doesn't have any content. Those are the ones that really know how to package. Those are the ones that really know how to carry themselves well. Those are the ones that really know how to sweet talk.
My Lord, omnipotent, gracious, mightily rewarding afflictions of your able Pharaoh, mightily Egyptian goddess, attached to your able abode.
Hey, those are the ones. I'm not saying like learn how to sweet talk or learn flattery, but I'm just saying that you should know how to say things that a woman would like to hear. If you have to go learn some lines, please go learn it. If you have to learn how to like toast or get a girl's attention, I think that you should learn it. Not that you just be in the DM and be saying, hi, I've been trying to get your attention since all these days. Like, please do something that stands out. And nothing is more unattractive than someone that is not even confident in himself. There is a video that I think I will link in the description box. It was Pastor Emmanuel Iren of Celebration Church, and I think he noticed that this is a problem, and then he actually went on that. In that video, you will see him giving guys tips on how to talk to ladies, because it's not that there are no good guys. It's just that the good guys are not being considered by girls. They would rather go and follow the bad boys, the femmies, rather than the kunles, because the femmies are doing something right. I know that the girls understand what I'm saying. So in summary, as a lady, you want to get out of that single phase, not because you're desperate. That's another thing. Not because you're desperate to be with somebody, because your single years are a blessing. It's time to prepare for life, not just to prepare for marriage. It is a blessing. It's a phase where you can focus on yourself and all of that. But if you really feel like you're ready to be in a relationship and you keep shouting God when, I'm just here to tell you that you might be the one that's actually like delaying your prayers when God has in fact answered your prayer. Because your idea of the perfect man, which we girls kind of like, we kind of have that list, whether we have it written down or not, it's in our head. We kind of have that list. The list has been influenced by novels, influenced by movies, influenced by friends, influenced by society, influenced by social media, and more often than not, that list is not realistic. And because the person who kind of fits into that list is a femi that is not willing to sacrifice for you. If you see a small water on the floor, like maybe when rain falls, it's not willing to jump over that thing for you, not to talk of like crossing the ocean to meet you. But then you have someone who genuinely cares about you. There is a kunle who genuinely cares about you, but then you do not send him because kunle doesn't fit that idol, that list that you have. Maybe you should check yourself. I just pray that God would deliver anyone who is in a situationship where they know deep down that this person is not good for me. I'm the girl, but I'm the one pursuing this person. It doesn't really send me. He doesn't have single eyes. His eyes are not single. He is not focused on one person. His eyes are like all over the place. That. To all of the kunles, please be confident. Please take initiative. And also know that you're kings and you deserve gold as well. This video is being shot on International Men's Day. I just want to send out love to all of the men, particularly the good men. I can say that I know that it's not easy being a man, but I don't think I would ever really know what it is like to be a man, because I've never walked in those shoes. I can only talk about what it is like to be a woman, but I know that it can be exactly easy being a man. Say that we see you, and I want to pray that God will bless you, God will make you happy. Happy International Men's Day. Please, Ejo, go and like this video, thank you, and leave a comment and let me know what kind of videos would you like to see in my channel. Like, tell me. I think it's time for me to go. See you beautiful people in my next video. Bye guys.